What's up, everyone? Sean Archer here. Guys, it's been a while since I've done a video. I think I'm gonna, instead of putting out content every day, obviously, I'm gonna do things topically as they come up because it's just easier that way. And I get tired of repeating myself and saying the same things over and over. Guys, I wanna bring up something very, very interesting. Now, I want you to follow with me. I'm going to go on a few different rabbit trails here, but I think it's very important. There are certain people you do not bet against. For some reason, people bet against Elon Musk, and the guy succeeds. You bet against Donald Trump. There's what's called the Trump effect. It succeeds. He succeeds. Rational thinking eventually dominates, but not always. Elon Musk against many odds. Now, you can say what you want about him, but he's gone from, you could say, the left to the right, just from looking at something and going, well, that just makes sense. And he's a very linear, logical thinker. Guys, he's, in my opinion, one of the best minds when it comes to AI and any kind of technology, obviously. Donald Trump is just he's a patriot, he's a businessman. Guys, these people, they're good human beings, for the lack of a better term. You know, they're not perfect. They're not even moral all the time. You know, they have how many wives, how many kids, whatever you want to call it. But they think big picture, long term. And, you know, as a Christian, I believe God uses people like that to steer what goes on in the world, like kings in the Old Testament, if you read the Bible. Right now, everything is AI, crypto, blockchain, this kind of thing. This is the future. Now, there is another person, and you need to look him up. Look up the economic ninja. I would say he kind of exists a little bit in the shadows. He is a very wealthy man, probably going to be, in his own words, and I believe it, he's going to be a billionaire very soon. Of course, Elon Musk is probably going to be the world's first trillionaire in 2025 or very soon. At least first trillionaire that we know of publicly. And the economic ninja, his name is Travis. He is one of those guys that you do not bet against. He has actually started, in a very short amount of time, a movement worldwide through his channel. He's very humble. He puts out courses on economics. From real estate to crypto to precious metals to just different kind of investing and just practical life advice and things like that. Just to give you an example, and I'm going to he's using Digibyte. And if you even know what Digibyte is, it's a cryptocurrency that's been around for a long time. It's one of the early cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin was, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. These have been around for a while. They're different. They're not all the same. But just to give you an example, and this is stuff that I'm learning. I've known it for a while, but I've not known the details of it. I've done more study on it, and that's why I've kind of kept my mouth shut for a little bit. I wanted to research things before just running my mouth. I bought a course, and it shows you how to run a node on not the Bitcoin network, on Digibyte. And by the way, Digibyte is American made. It's totally decentralized, which means there's no headquarters, there's no guy in charge, there's no boss. It is completely run by the people who are running the nodes. So what is a node? A node is basically just a computer with the downloaded history of all the transactions done on Digibyte, and everything runs decentralized around the world. So there could be a guy in Australia, India, America, Europe, South America. They're all running the network literally on the internet from their house. Okay? Think about that. There's no server building in some country. There's no CEO. There's no nothing. Just think of that and how actually that is decentralized. That is the future. If it's going to be decentralized, that is how it's going to be. We're not going backwards in technology, you know. We're becoming more and more reliant on the internet and the uses of it. So rather than having some, you know, XRP is a company, and it's a centralized company, and it's a very successful one. Digibyte is not. Bitcoin is decentralized, but it's really not in a lot of ways, because you can gain, if one country or one, you know, countries are mining, which means they are running the network on these big computer farms. Okay, so if they start, one country starts building tons, they can actually dominate the network and things like that. So anyways, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit trail. What is interesting is Doge had to be rescued in a lot of ways by Digibyte and its mining algorithm. Most people don't know that, and that's what, you know, you hear Doge a lot, right, in the news. This crypto network, Digibyte, has been around forever. Like I said, it's American made. It's been around forever. It has nobody paying it. There's no guy getting paid, and it's run by people like you and me around the world. And for example, Litecoin, everyone knows what Litecoin is. Few people know what Digibyte is unless you've been in this for a long time. And it's already, because of one guy named the Economic Ninja, putting time, effort, and his community into this, has already started more nodes than Litecoin has in existence right now. In the last several weeks, there have been more nodes that have come online than Litecoin has, period. Think about that. Think that, and it's totally decentralized. In other words, you just learn how to do it. I bought his course. He made it, it's cheap. It's like 49 bucks. Teaches you basically how to do coding, how to run a node, and you get paid in Digibyte by running the node. Okay, so it's a trade. You know, you're sitting in your little apartment. You have your computer. It needs to be a computer with I believe 16 gigabytes of RAM, etc. You download the network, the transaction network, and you guys go purchase this. It's called the Crypto Prepper course. Look at it, or at least listen to it. And you and me, if you run a node, are upholding the network. You get paid through a wallet, a digital wallet, in Digibyte. You think, okay, well, what's the price of Digibyte? Well, yesterday the price of Digibyte was 0.008 Digibyte, or I'm sorry, cents on the dollar. In 24 hours, it's up 30%. Okay, this is one of those cryptos that very few people know about. So the only way that price could have gone up is by a guy named the Economic Ninja, who has a community that is now basically dominating this crypto. One guy, and think about this, if it continues in 24 hours, and that's 24 hours, and it's only been a couple weeks since he's released this course, because I bought it on the first day, and I listened to it like that weekend, and it takes hours to go through the course and listen to it. And so now we did have a retracement that pulled the price back, but that was because the stock market had issues, and I believe that's going to happen again. But the trend is like, it's going like this. If this movement, which I believe will happen, continues at a steady rate, doesn't matter what the rate is, it's not only going to be big financially, because this isn't one of those communities like Taylor Swift that hates you one day and loves you the next. This is a big community of millions of people around the world who are serious people. They're not just I watch, I listen here and there, because when you listen to this guy named the Economic Ninja, he is really spot on about everything he says, and he's saying things that the elite know but never share. And I'm not going to get into all the things. Again, this goes into economics, he offers different courses, and I don't want to get into all that. Topically, he offers different courses, but just in this one thing alone, the proof is there. It's like when Elon Musk says something about Doge, like when he said something about Doge years ago, and it blew up and exploded, and it's still in the top 10 to this day. It has no use case, no real use case. It doesn't have a fixed supply. Digibyte has a fixed supply of 21 billion. Now, what does that sound like? Well, Bitcoin has a fixed supply of 21 million. It has 5 mining algorithms. Bitcoin has 1. This thing is truly decentralized. One of them runs on the same algorithm as Bitcoin. It just went through an upgrade called Taproot, and this upgrade had to be verified. It had to be voted on by those who are upholding the network, who are running nodes. So in other words, the people that run the network get to vote yes or no whether on certain things happen. That's as decentralized as it gets. There, even the creator cannot sway where the network goes when we're in it, because it's everyone who is upholding the network has a say. That's mind-boggling. This is a blockchain, and a big one with a token, and it's American made. And I'm just saying, I 100% believe the price of this is going to be massive in the future. Massive, because when this becomes noticed, and I think it will in the next few weeks, this isn't bonk. This isn't some weird meme coin that pumps and dumps. This is going to be massive. So, if you are someone who is just interested in going, yeah, I think this is a good thing to invest in. It's already hit a penny, guys. It's already hit 1 cent in 24 hours. It's already over a cent. The upside is massive, in my opinion, long term. And with that many new nodes, thousands of new nodes coming online, it has more nodes than Bitcoin. So think about that. In a short amount of time, it's not going anywhere. It's only going that where, up where. Anyhow, think about that. It is because of how decentralized it is. It's been taken off, and there's been a lot of loss of interest in it. So it is harder to get now. There's only one American exchange that has it, and that is crypto.com. That still offers it. You can get on foreign exchanges through a VPN, but as far as American exchanges, crypto.com is the only one, I believe, that still has it. Guys, I'm just going to go out on a limb. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say, not only is this going to be massive in adoption and just the future, because of how decentralized it is and how fast it is and how safe it is, because it has 5 mining algorithms going at the same time. I think the price is going to be massive at some point. It's going to go from cheap to not so cheap this year. Guys, that's all I have. You know the drill. Be a blessing to someone today. I'm Sean Archer, TIA. This is America. I'll see you in the next video. And I'm out.